Alright, folks, it's your boy Seven Kings again, back with another banger. You hear me? This one, it's gonna be on one of the most. I wouldn't call him underrated, but if you watch the series, if you at least watch Top Boy Summer House, I mean, going into the reboot in Top Boy, he's definitely a step back from what he used to be. But this video, we're gonna be talking about Dris, and in my opinion, I honestly think they did his character a little wrong. Having him turn on his boys, Deshane and Sully, the way he did. But we about to get into that. So, where do I start? Watching this Top Boy Summer House, I see this. Dres was the guy. If you know anything about chess, he was more like either a knight or a bishop. He was the one that Deshane or Sully sent to get shit done and get shit done right. If they needed anybody to get at, they sent Dres. They needed anybody, for somebody to get camped out, they were sending Dres all the time. He was like almost like the prince of Summer House. He was always the guy who everybody thought pretty much after Deshane, at least, because Sully was always a wild card, but at least after Deshane, everybody was thinking Dres is next. Honestly, after watching the original Top Boy and Summer House, I kind of thought the same thing, but clearly I was wrong. Um, and now you fast forward to the Top Boy, the continuation where Deshane comes back to London. He coming back, he looking for Dres, and Dres is in a worse state. I mean, dude, like you said, he had a stroke. So he's not at his full capacity, man. And to me, it was sad to see him like that. He literally can only move one arm. I think he was like paralyzed on one side of his body. I'm assuming. He had a daughter. Um, it was sad for him, but when Deshane came back, it was I guess for Dres, it was hope. It was hope in the way that they could be on top again like how they used to be back in the day. This time with no Sully, and I'm pretty sure when Sully came back into the picture, Dres was a little mad because I think he wanted to be at least Deshane's number two. I mean, if he couldn't be the top, top guy, and if he couldn't be the top boy all the way, I got I guess he was fine with settling for number two. But once Sully came into the picture, um, shit quickly changed. I'm gonna just keep it a real. Shit changed, and Dre saw that, and it clearly shows when Deshane and Driz trying to hit a lick, and Driz, all he gonna do is supposed to keep watch, stay in the car, keep watching shit. Deshane gets in the house, he runs in the house, and obviously somebody was in the house, so he automatically book it. He books to go and leave and shit, and he come back and Driz is damn near out of it. I mean, dude was out of it. So that was for Deshane. That was warning number one. I mean, he was like, well, clearly I can't have you out here doing missions with me because you're not mobile no more. So then he just puts him with Jack. Jack in the diagram scheme was under Driz, and carrying the other guy, he was under Jack. And that's another character I'm gonna talk about too later on. Y'all just let me know in the comments. But she definitely got some depth to her character. But back to Driz. And then once he started to see that, Driz gets hot, he got, he like to get a little high now. I guess to cope with the pain or whatever. Deshane saw it as, look, man, if Sully is at least somewhat in on this thing, you getting demoted. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And once Deshane made the call to tell him, look, man, you were Jack. It's a done deal. You're not on number two, basically. In a way, if you see the episode, you'll know what I'm talking about. But in a way, that's what he was saying. And to Driz, that shit pissed him off, man. He was like, hold up, man. This supposed to be me and you. What happened to an equal split partnership, 50-50? Deshane pretty much said, man, fuck that. What can you pretty much, you are replaceable. What can you do in your current state, honestly? What can you do? There's nothing you can do for me in your current state. So for Driz, I mean, it's letting Driz to do something that I think hurt him, but hurt Sully and Deshane a lot more. He ends up, turning to the ops. It wasn't. I think for him, it wasn't about Deshane as much as it was to Sully. He wanted Sully out of the way so he could get his spot back, honestly. So that's why he did what he did. That's why he sent Jamie, or no, he gave Jermaine. No, what was it? It was Jamie. He gave Jamie the location where they was gonna be at that little safe house, That's how Modi and them got the drop on them. They ended up missing their shot anyway. But they got to speculating on who else knew about the spot. There was only 3 other people that knew about the spot. That being Deshane, Sully, and Dris. And Dris was a no-show. Making excuses about his daughter, which is fine. Thought he could get away with it, but Deshane, like I said, master chess player. He's been knowing Dris for the long haul. Same with Sully, and I think having Sully do it, man, that's hurt because if you watch, I'm telling you, if you watch Top Boy Summer House, and I'm imploring y'all as my fan base, go watch Top Boy Summer House because it explains a lot going into Top Boy originally. It hurt Sully because they was really, honestly, they was closer than Deshane was with Dris. Sully and Dris was really close. For Sully to kill Dris, man, it hurt. It hurt. And I know Dris is like, it was only a matter of time. And that's kind of, that's what you expect in this kind of life. But damn, you can see the emotion in Sully. I mean, most of the time he's always pissed off or irritated or angry. But this time he was genuinely sad. This was his boy. His best, as they say in London, his best mate. His brother. He did a lot of shit in the streets, man. They was like, a great team. And for Sully to do that, man, it hurt. But, as for this topic, man, I'm done with Dris today, man. It was good to explain his character, get him out there, because I know y'all probably going to be asking. Honestly, I don't know who's going to be next. I might do another Jamie video, but it's going to be a little more expanded. I might do a video on Jack, like I said earlier in the video. But I might move on to another show. I know everybody loves Snowfall, so I'm definitely going to be hitting y'all with some Snowfall analysis. And they might be a little longer than the Top Boy joint. I ain't going to lie, because they got a lot of stuff in that show. Even though it's based on a true story, it's a lot of stuff going on and a lot of stuff to talk about these characters, man. And I'm definitely going to be hitting y'all soon, so be on the lookout. Your boy 7 Kings, it's been a great one. Y'all stay blessed. Have a great one. And I'm out, brother.